Is there such a place? A place where you can do and be whatever you want? Before you answer the question, I'll tell you a little story about a sweet little boy called Hassan. Hassan is such an adorable boy who possessed a caring and a loving personality. He is beloved by his parents and teachers. They adore him. But he is introverted and prefers to keep his thoughts and problems to himself. Hassan heard a saying from his grandfather who was dear to his heart that says, "When you dream, you're free. You can be the things you want to be." So he created his own world where he can be and do the things that he thinks that it is impossible to accomplish in reality. Sometimes he imagined himself as an astronaut. He also wanted to solve the global warming issue, although he doesn't know what does global warming means. One day, in another typical day of his life, going to school, boring classes, boring books, nothing interesting, until something unexpected happened. A huge fat boy entered the classroom. A few moments of silence. The students' faces were filled with wonderment. So their teacher explained the situation. "Oh, there you are, Majid. Students, meet Majid. He is a new student. Say hello to him." Surprisingly, Majid is the one who came to Hassan. As Majid was walking towards him, Hassan got scared, and when Majid finally arrived, he stands in front of him. And the way he stands scared our little boy even more. Majid finally decided to break the silence between them. "Give me your money," Majid said. Hassan was terrified by him and his request as much as he was surprised, because no one ever treated him or talked to him that way before. So he ran away from him. After an exhausting day in school, Hassan began to think about his situation and how to fix it. Is he going to tell his parents about what happened? Or tell the teacher perhaps? Or call Superman and ask him to save the day? Or ask the robot that lives under his bed to protect him from Majid and his demands? And so he drowned in his broad imagination. While he was having a dinner with his family as usual, his parents asked him about his day at school, but he said nothing about it. A day after another, and the problem was getting worse. Majid starts to follow him everywhere, staring at him in the bus, in the class, but Hassan always managed to disappear between the crowd and run away from him. After a long, tiring day, Hassan went back home from school and laid down on his bed and fell into a deep sleep. He saw his grandfather in his dream, who passed away last year. They were close to each other. "Grandpa!" Hassan shouted. He hugged him with all his strength, then began to cry. "Wipe off your tears, son. I'm here. Now talk to me. How was your day at school?" Our little boy explained the whole situation with Majid to his grandfather. But what he said was confusing to Hassan. "Don't!" As simple as that. Hassan woke up with a lot of confusion. His grandfather left him in a tricky situation, and now he's on his own. In the next day, in the break period, Hassan gathered his strength to face Majid and to tell him to stop what he was doing. Majid came toward Hassan and looks like he's about to ask him for some money. At least that's what Hassan thought for a moment. "Stop it, Majid. What you're doing is wrong. Stop hurting me. I'm not giving you my money anymore." After Hassan finally relieved all his anger, something unpredictable happened. Majid began to cry. Hassan was amazed. How can such a huge, scary, tough boy like him to cry? He thought he's about to be punched in his face by him. I left my breakfast the day you ran away from me. I was nervous. I didn't know what to say first. So I asked you straight out to lend me some money, but you ran away. And ever since, I wanted to apologize to you and be your friend, but you always tried to avoid me. These words that just came out of Majid's mouth shocked Hassan, and he learned a lot from the experience. A lot. Hassan apologized to Majid, and so did Majid. He hugged him tight, and they became best friends ever since, just how Hassan dreamed. Now, have you answered the question yet? In case you haven't, here's the answer. Yes, there is such a place, and it is exactly where you are, here, in the real life, on the ground where you belong.
كتب عليكم القتال وهو كره لكم وعسى أن تكرهوا شيئا وهو خير لكم وعسى أن تحبوا شيئا وهو شر لكم والله يعلم وأنتم لا تعلمون.
Don't trap and caught up yourself in dreams and imaginations, because the door to possibilities is here in the real world. Things may not happen as you planned and wanted, and this is how life works. Things just happen in an unexpected way. I'm not saying don't dream and fly up above the sky. I'm saying don't fly too far.